Developments in the airmail mystery have reached a startling climax. The radio operator of Metropolitan Airport, the home offices of Trans-American Airlines, has just been found dead by Irene Delroy and Sergeant Fitzgerald of the United States Department of Justice. Prior to this startling discovery, Miss Delroy and Sergeant Fitzgerald, aided by Jimmy Gifford, roving newspaper reporter, were assembling the strange facts concerning the wrecking and robbing of Trans-American's fastest airmail planes in Devil's Canyon, a treacherous mountain pass nearby. This trio of investigators, aided by Ernest Powers, general manager of Trans-American, had discovered several startling facts which seemed to involve Roberts, the radio operator. But before Roberts could be questioned, he is found dead, apparently a suicide. Miss Delroy refused to believe the suicide verdict and is seeking a possible murderer when she is informed that someone is tampering with the radio transmitter which keeps in touch with all planes. Miss Delroy and Gifford set out to investigate.
Shh. Don't make any noise, Jimmy. Our one hope in capturing this fellow lies in surprising him.
You think he's the man who murdered Roberts, Irene?
We can only guess, Jimmy. We do know that whoever is in that radio room has no business in there. That's enough for me. You have your gun?
In my hand, yes.
Keep well back in this dark passage when we open the door. If this is the man who killed Roberts, he won't hesitate to shoot his way out.
Don't worry, Irene. I'll handle this. You stay back out of the way.
Here's the door, Jimmy. I'll be right beside you. Be sure you open it the first try.
Okay. I think I can hear someone moving around in there. Ready?
Break it in, Jimmy.
There he is, Jimmy, behind that desk.
Put him up, you.
Look out, Jimmy, it's a gun. Look out! Be careful!
Get back, Irene.
Are you hitting me?
No. There he goes, toward that window.
He jumped, Jimmy, he jumped, quick!
You missed him, Irene. He's making for the big hangar.
Come on, Jimmy, we've got to stop that man.
I'll head him up, Irene. You go down the stairs. I'll follow him out this window. Oh, there's the sergeant down there. Hey, Fitz, there's a man making for the hangar. Stop him. That's him going right over there.
Did you find him, Gifford?
Not yet, Sergeant. He seems to have disappeared into the darkness.
Well, he can't get away. Powers has the whole night force out looking for him. Hey! Who's this coming? Get back, Gifford.
Don't take any chances, Fitz. This fellow's dangerous.
All right, buddy, put him up.
What's the big idea?
No, back talk. Reach him high.
Okay, brother.
Frisk him, Jimmy, and don't get in front of me.
No gun, Fitz.
Okay, you'll put him down. Say, what's your name?
Lewis. I'm the new pilot. I'm taking 635 out. It's all ready for me over there.
Don't give me that. I've never seen you before.
I'm new, I tell you. This is my second flight for this company. I've been with Transcontinent back east.
Oh, pilot, eh? Where's your license?
In my coat pocket here.
No, you don't. Keep those hands inside. Reach in his pocket, Jimmy. It's in a little book.
Okay. Now, there's a book in here, Sergeant. This what you're after?
Yeah, open it up. I'm not taking my eyes off this bird.
That's his license, all right. Picture and everything.
See, I told you. And that's my ship with the motor warming up.
Yeah? Well, I ain't satisfied.
My name is on the departure log, and my bag is already in the ship. Why don't you look?
Okay. We'll walk over and see. Come on, Jimmy.
Say, what the deuce is going on around here? This place looks like a battlefield. I was stopped 3 times coming over here.
We're looking for a guy.
I surmised as much.
So they're warming your ship up, eh? Well, what's that one warming up for, that black one over there?
Oh, I don't know. This is the first time I've noticed it. That's not one of our ships. I wonder when it came in.
There's something screwy around here.
Fitz, there's a guy crawling into the cockpit of that ship. Hey, what the? And it looks like the guy we're after, Fitz. It is him.
Hey, the ship's rolling. He's taking off.
If you guys hadn't spent so much time with me...
Shut up. This guy's gone now, and we've lost him. He's gone.
No, he isn't, Sergeant. Give me those goggles, Lewis. I haven't held a stick in years, but here goes. You'll have to get another mail plane, Lewis. I'm taking yours.
Hey, now, wait a minute, Jimmy. Wait a minute. There's no use killing yourself. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Gifford!
Let him go, Sergeant. I've got a feeling that boy knows what it's all about.
Hey, Gifford!
Good boy, Gifford. Go to it. Don't forget your safety belt. Give her full gun, Gifford. She'll get off herself. Don't climb it too steep till you get some altitude.
Hey, Gifford!
So he hops in and took off, man, just like he'd been doing it for years.
Oh, I do hope he makes out all right. Why didn't you stop him, Fitz?
Well, what could I do, ma'am? He just hops in and he's gone.
I wouldn't worry, ma'am. He took off like a veteran. That boy's done some flying in his time.
Do you really think so?
I'll bet my last dollar on it. That fellow's done plenty of flying. Say, you couldn't even get one of those mail planes into the air without a couple of $100.
Oh, I wish I knew how I was making out. This suspense is terrible.
You're rather stuck on him, ain't you, ma'am?
That's neither here nor there, Fitz.
No, ma'am.
If I could only be sure.
Why don't you call him?
What do you mean?
The ship's equipped with radio. Call him and find out.
Quick, Fitz, we've forgotten all about that. Do you think he knows how to get his set on, Lewis?
If he doesn't, he has no business being a reporter. There are just 2 switches on the instrument panel right in front of him. They're marked transmit and receive.
Hurry, Fitz. Get over to the control panel and see if you can get him.
Yes, ma'am.
Throw that right-hand switch, Sergeant. I've seen Roberts do it. Now, the set's on. Now push that switch on the side of the mic and start talking. There you are.
Tell Roy to Gifford. Tell Roy to Gifford. Go ahead, Jimmy. Can you hear us?
You better turn the receiving set on, Sergeant.
Oh, yeah. Say, how do you know so much about this stuff?
I watched Roberts, that's all. Okay, it's on.
Try him again, Fitz.
Metropolitan to Gifford. Delroy calling Gifford. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Gifford, calling Metropolitan. I'm okay, Fitz.
Oh, he says he's okay, ma'am.
Ask him if he's seen the other ship.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Delroy wants to know if you're still following the other ship.
Hello, Fitz. I'm about 1,000 feet above him. I don't think he's seen me. I'm keeping a close watch on him.
Ask him where he is, Fitz.
Hey, Gifford. Miss Delroy wants to know where you are.
How the heck should I know? The compass reads about 41. I'm following this black ship if I fly to Alaska.
You don't know where he is, ma'am.
The compass deviation here is about 5. Let's see. He's flying about north-northeast.
Right in line with Devil's Canyon. Oh, quick, Sergeant, tell him to turn back. They're leading him on. I know it. He'll get into trouble over that canyon.
Yes, ma'am, I'll get him. Gifford, Miss Delroy says to come back to the field here. You're heading for Devil's Canyon. She thinks it's a trap.
Stop worrying, Fitz. I'm okay. The ship's running swell. I'll be careful. I'm following this other ship till it lands. Then I'll turn back.
Oh, he won't listen to nothing, ma'am. Once Jimmy Gifford gets started, nothing will stop him.
Oh, I know, Fitz. Well, there's nothing to do but wait. But we will keep in touch with him. I wonder how far out he's flown.
He's been gone over 20 minutes. He's out about 60 miles. Those fast mails really cover ground.
He'll be at the canyon before long, ma'am. Hey, who are these guys?
Miss Delroy?
Yes?
We're from headquarters. The captain sent us up. This is Bert, the fingerprint man. Llewellyn and myself are photographers.
Oh, yes, Fitz. Show these gentlemen upstairs, will you? Look for fingerprints on the gun, the window, the doorknob, and particularly the inside of that closet.
And the pictures, ma'am?
Just a general view of the room and one of the radio room, too.
Yes, ma'am. All right, boys, this way.
Oh, I do hope Jimmy gets through, Mr.
Lewis.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Have you checked the ship?
Yes, ma'am, from prop to rudder. It's okay. You can bank on that.
I don't like the idea of him flying over that canyon.
Just what do you know about Devil's Canyon, Miss Delroy?
Oh, just... Why do you ask that?
Just curious.
Would it be too much to ask, what do you know about Devil's Canyon?
Would I be asking if I knew?
How long have you been out here, Lewis?
Just since day before yesterday. Powers hired me to replace someone else.
Did he say who?
No, I asked no question.
I see.
You haven't answered my question, Miss Delroy. What happened out in Devil's Canyon last night?
Well, that question's rather out of place, isn't it?
I don't see why. I know this company's been losing ships right and left in that very spot. I know they lost 655 last night.
You seem to be well up on matters to have only been here 2 days.
I learn things quickly. Tell me, did you ever recover the papers the self-styled ranger took from you and the sergeant out there?
How do you know about that? Who are you? You're not the...
No, I'm not the man who took them. I stood by and saw them taken, however.
This is rather bold, isn't it?
And I'm not one of the mail thieves. I wish you'd answer my question. I'm sincerely anxious to know in what condition you found the ship.
Well, I don't know why you are so interested, but I'll tell you. Andrews landed the ship in the canyon. He made a good landing.
He would.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
Well, Andrews made a good landing. However, his mail compartment was opened and the valuable shipment of currency was taken. We had a little time to inspect the ship before a time bomb set it on fire.
I see. And Andrews?
I would like to know just what connection you have with this case. What is your interest, Lewis?
Right now, I want to know what happened to Andy Andrews, the pilot of that ship.
You're not a reporter.
No.
All right. I'm going to tell you. I haven't told anyone else. Andy Andrews was found sitting in that ship, shot through the head. We found him dead.
You didn't find Andy Andrews dead, Miss Delroy.
No? What makes you say that?
Because I am Andy Andrews.